Hey there, vicious fans and fighting game fans alike. Um, I like to talk about a couple of things. E3 is coming up, and I want to see what everybody's excited for. Like, on one hand, I'm excited for, a lot of PlayStation exclusives because I'm a PlayStation guy. And on the other hand, I have a faint hope that they're going to show a lot of stuff for fighting games too. What I'm really looking forward to is Last of Us 2. Like, it seems like something that definitely will be announced at the end of E3 here. I'm sure we're going to see some Uncharted 4 gameplay, but, I'm excited to see Last of Us make a return. Never really played Uncharted, but Last of Us I really did love. Now, I was checking this website called The Fighter Generation. It's normally where I get most of my news. The webmaster there is a bit of a prick when he's like reviewing some games like Bloody Roar, but they seem to have a lot of shit like pretty fast and pretty easy access to fighting games. I'd rather go there than Event Hubs or even Thubs or whatever the hell it's called. I like to talk about Persona 4 Arena 2 is what I'm calling it. I'm not doing that long name. So what I really like about that game is it's starting to pick up some hype. Like, it was sort of out there in the ether, and they made like they made a trailer for Rise, they made a trailer for Ken, and it recently got revealed that Adachi is going to be in the game. Toru Adachi, the bad guy from Persona 4. So that's very interesting. I can't wait to see a trailer and gameplay. He has basically the evil version of the main character's persona, and he also has a gun like Naruto, so it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. I always joke before, any Persona Arena 2 trailer would come out that, if he were to be in the game, he'd be like Naruto and he'd be like Naruto with used Persona. We'll see how that works out. Dead or Alive 5 is pissing me off beyond any form of recognition. Dead or Alive 5, and it's constantly... what pisses me off about it? They made Dead or Alive 5 the Ultimate Edition. The point in making the Ultimate Edition is to include every single aspect of the game, which the previous inferior version did not have and had to get as DLC, so you wouldn't have to pay anymore. So they made Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate Edition, and they're still coming out with DLC characters and DLC outfits, which is like, this is the reason why I didn't get the game, because it's not the ultimate version of the game. Like, I got Dead or Alive 5 and it wasn't really shit, and now that Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate is out, I'm not touching it. Just like how they came out with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I would get it, but it's too late. It's too late. I had my fun with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the original, and the other one just added one character that I would have liked to play with, and that's Virgil. And I rented the game, and I played with Virgil, and I didn't enjoy how they made Virgil. So, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, vanilla for the win. But, anyway, going back to that. The creator of Dead or Alive 5 actually hates Tekken, and he hates the creator. He sees him as his rival, but he thinks that Tekken is repetitive and the same thing every game. What's funny? He thinks that it's the same thing every game and it's repetitive and the characters are boring and whatnot, but they just announced a new character with the Tengu fighting style, they call it, Tengu Do. She has wings, black wings like Devil Jin, and she flies. She flies and she has flying fighting moves like, Devil Jin, True Ogre, and Angel. So really they innovated something on Tekken, and they kind of, flying moves, flying and doing combos in the air is not new to fighting games, but in 3D fighters, I think it's one of the first, I believe. Well, no, they did flying fighting in Bloody Roar 4, but we don't talk about that game. Anyways, so yeah, they unveiled this character, they announced her and whatnot, and on top of you had to download her and whatnot to the Ultimate Edition. She's doing all this shit, and she's very similar Like, just looking at her, I can't stop thinking about Devil Jin or even Aliza, the newest character addition to the Tekken series. You know, I'm not saying that Dead or Alive is absolute shit. I'm just saying, like, they say a lot of contradicting things, you know. But back to Persona. Yeah, I'm really hyped for Persona. I hope they announce some more characters here soon. I'm looking forward to that one chick that was like a somebody to coach you, the fucking coach on Persona 4, Fuka or whatever her name is. She needs to be in a game, and there's another chick that was in Persona 3, I'm hearing, which I'm going to play both Persona 4 and 3 before it comes out. There's another chick that was in Persona 3. She needs to be in there. I heard there's a guy that died in Persona 3. He can't come in there, obviously. They need to have the main character from Persona 3 make a comeback some way, shape, or form. He needs to make a comeback, and then it'd be the ultimate game for Persona. Because Persona 4, they said Persona 4 Arena 2 is the last entry in the Persona 4, in the Persona 4 series. And they're coming out with Persona 5, which is said to be in the juvenile, which I would like to see some of that at E3 as well, but I have to wait till the Tokyo Game Show. E3 is really focused on a lot of mainstream titles. Tokyo Game Show focuses on some mainstream titles, but most of the time I find them to be a little bit closer to heart. Like Tekken Tag 2 was announced at Tokyo Game Show. Or was it AOU? It was at AOU. Was it AOU 2010 or Tokyo Game Show 2010? They announced Devil May Cry as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Guilty Gear has crossplay in it. It has crossplay and plays at 1080p on PS4 and 720p on PS3, which is interesting. I think I'm gonna get Guilty Gear on PS4. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma is still fun. Hopefully they don't add any more DLC characters. I'm still waiting on Tekken Cross for Street Fighter. Tekken needs another announcement bad, because a lot of Tekken fans are starting to drift off to other shit, and same thing for Soul Calibur. If they announce like a Soul Calibur tag team game or Soul Calibur 6 in Tokyo Game Show, I feel that would be perfect. But in the meantime, I guess I'm going to have to play these 2D fighting games, because you know, Virtua Fighter is dead. I'm sorry, Virtua Fighter fans. Virtua Fighter is dead. It only comes alive for like a week, you know, when you release another game, and that's it. Also, what else was I about to say? Was it about Bloody Roar 5? Man, I hope to God they announce a Bloody Roar 5 sometime, man. I mean, why not? They have Killer Instinct for Xbox One, which I don't care for. I looked at gameplay for Killer Instinct. It doesn't make me want to get Xbox One. It makes me want to, you know, be thankful that I have a PS3 and a PS4. But that's it for this video. That's all I had to yak about. I hope you guys enjoy E3.